The two successful chapters held earlier, 2017 and 18. This year, this celebration is also going to witness many important features of Odisha's history, legacy, particularly of its maritime activities, and also the new emergence of Odisha as an important component of Indian nation in its all-round development. To my mind, the theme of maritime legacy of Odisha for this festival is quite relevant. The province of Odisha, earlier known as Goringo, had a very rich history in various fields. Odia entrepreneurship and the global trade started many years ago. In fact, it began 350 years before the birth of Christ. Its territory, which was old Kolingapattan, was extended in the north up to Ganges and to the south up to Godavari, consisting of large part of today's Bengal. Of course, after partition, 2/3 has gone, which is now known as Bangladesh, a new sovereign independent country. But the remaining part, plus a part of Odisha, which is a part of Bihar, which is now called Jharkhand, also constituted this part of Kolingapattan. The state was also studded with natural and unique ports and harbors during the ancient period. It was protected from pirates, law and order situation was perfectly okay, maritime peace and peace in land was enforced by the powerful rulers of various dynasties, including the famous Gangaya dynasties in Odisha. There are references in the Buddhist literature to say the peoples of ancient India, especially Odisha region, were interested in the various maritime activities, starting from the shipbuilding to the sailing across the seas. As I mentioned earlier, long ago, 350 years before the birth of Christ, that means almost 2,500 years ago, it began its maritime exercises. The text of Mahanadi Dasha tells us that India's trade to the east existed with Kalamukha, Shivanabhumi, Bhasunga, Birapata, Takola, Tamadi, Tambapani, and including as far as Java, part of present Indonesia. In modern times, they can be identified as the entire Southeast Asia region, including the Malaya Peninsula. The Buddhist literature also referred Siyuki speaks a number of ports in the coast of Utkal. Odisha had bountiful forests of high quality timber which helped in the ship building. The natural advantage coupled with the steady weather and climate over the Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean and China Sea aided the warriors to acquire the natural skill and enterprise for which they were known globally all over the world. The Jatakos, the Greek and Roman authors, the early literature, as well as the host of archaeological discoveries in India and abroad have mentioned emphatically about the inland rivers, high sea trade, administration, and various cultural fiats of Odisha. Trade links were established with Southeast Asia by the 1st century AD. Later findings show the 12th century Ceylonese coins and 14th century Chinese coins were found in Palur in the Ganjam area, which was a major port in Odisha. Similar coins from Kochana in Sumatra indicate a triangular trade between Odisha, Sri Lanka, and Sumatra. In every spread of the celebrations, Odia Parab should aim to showcase the indomitable spirit of Odisha. I pay homage to the early entrepreneurs of Odisha who harnessed ingenious technologies and methods to uphold the India's traditional spirit. I believe the maritime trade and commerce is not and cannot be limited to Odisha, as it is an embodiment of national fervor and esteem. The underlined sentiment is that each Odia is a Bonica who is also a patriot in spirit and zeal. Moreover, Odisha's war of independence and nationalism are inseparable and has been inextricably linked to the sovereignty and self-determination. Odisha Parva, in many ways, signals the rise in the subnational, yet Indian sentiments with emphasis on the idea of shared language, religion, culture, and human values. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great occasion as the Odisha diaspora will witness a resplendent kaleidoscope of Odisha's art, culture, and culinary at Odisha Parva, a large-scale festival tipped to be one of the biggest Odisha-centric activities globally.